This call is now being recorded.
So guys, starting quadratic function. Can you tell me quadratic function? X power what? Kuasa X dalam fungsi kuadratik berapa? Yes, very good. Power 2, guys. Correct. Very good. Okay, basic that one. Wait, guys. Let me wear my earphone first. So that's clearer. Okay, I'll ask you a few questions first. So quadratic system, ya, dah buat cairan. Boleh lihat in my YouTube. Okay, so A value mewakili apa dalam fungsi kuadratik? Can you tell me guys, what does A value represent? Nilai A mewakili apa? Yes, very good. Shape of graph. If A less than 0, smiley shape or crying shape guys? Kalau A lebih kurang dari kosong, muka senyum atau muka masam? Yes, very good. Correct. A less than 0 crying. Okay, yeah, correct. So let me go to my slides first. Okay, so this is our chapter. All can see my screen, huh? Okay, so this is the first part. Okay, so first we will go through a few notes. Kita akan tengok a bit of basic on this chapter before we attempt some of the questions. Sebelum kita buat latihan, kita tengok basic sikit dulu lah. So can you tell me guys, can you list out for me or type out apa bentuk for quadratic? What is the general form for quadratic equation? Can you type out for me? Not complete yet, Shamnat. You miss out something. Jawapan tu bukan lengkap lagi. Bukan lengkap lagi. Yes, equal 0. Don't forget, guys. Kena selalu samakan dengan kosong. Then only it's a general format. Okay, whenever you talk about equation, bila kamu bincang pasal persamaan, always must have an equal sign. Equation, persamaan kena ada tanda sama dengan. It has to have an equal sign. Then only you can call it as an equation. Okay, guys? So this is something basic lah. Okay. So let's see other parts. Okay, so just now I ask you kuasa tertinggi. The highest power of x variable is 2, guys, for quadratic equation. Okay, so contoh this equation. Okay, I ask a few questions. So what does this value represent, guys? -2. Nilai ni mewakili apa? Yes, very good. Y-intercept. Okay, the C value is your Y-intercept. If how you want to find your Y-intercept, guys, macam mana kita boleh cari pintasan Y selain tengok kat sini? Other than looking over here, how can we determine Y-intercept? Yes, very good. X equals 0. You must always do this assumption. Kamu kena buat anggapan ini. Okay, guys? X equals 0. Then you find your Y-intercept. Okay? So, okay, this one. So this one is also a quadratic equation because you have k power 2. So jangan anggap, guys, don't assume quadratic only must be x. Can be anything. Can be k, boleh jadi b, boleh jadi c, apa-apa mereka boleh letak. As long as it's kuasa 2, then you can call it quadratic. So don't fix your mind. Jangan set minda kamu fikir x sahaja tu quadratic. Wrong, Ini pemikiran salah. Boleh jadi apa-apa huruf. Can be any alphabet you like. Okay? So how about this? You see here, this example. What form is this, guys? Apa nama persamaan ini? What is the name for this type of equation? If something like this you see. If it's not quadratic, what type of equation is this? Apa jenis persamaan? Anyone know? Look at the equation over here. What type of equation is this? Yes, very good, Kenneth. Linear, persamaan linear, betul. Okay? Because it's in the form of y equal mx plus c. Okay, persamaan linear ada bentuk macam ni. Yes, very good. Okay, correct. So let's see more example. This is identifying whether you know how to see quadratic or not quadratic. Nak bagi tahu kamu nak banding dan bezakan antara ungkapan quadratic dengan yang bukan quadratic. So this is quadratic because kuasa tertinggi x ialah 2. The highest power of x is 2. So this is a quadratic. See, M guys. M also kalau kamu letak dia masih quadratic. So this is a proof. Bukan X sahaja adalah quadratic. Other alphabets can also represent a quadratic equation other than X. Okay. So you see, Always we refer back to the power. Kita lihat kuasa tertinggi. Okay, but then if you have two variables like this, okay, this type of equation, what do we call, guys? Apa jenis persamaan ini? What is the name of this type of equation? Yes, very good, Mirindra. Non-linear equation. Okay. If you take admaths, you know this lah. But rasa yang mathematics juga tahu lah. This is called non-linear. Okay, because you have two variables, dua pemboleh ubah, P dan Q. So we call this as non-linear. Okay, guys. So until here, can you understand? Sampai sini boleh faham? Nak kenal pasti ungkapan kuadratik macam mana? Okay, can, good. Okay, so next we will look at the ciri-ciri, the characteristics of a quadratic function. Okay, I think, okay, slowly, now only the starting. Okay, so we see this. Okay, so this is the general form I told you earlier. General form of quadratic equation. Okay, so quadratic equation depends on the A value, bergantung kepada nilai A. So just now I asked you already, A greater than 0, positive, maksud dia, bentuk dia senyum. A less than 0, dia akan masam, it'll cry, negative. Okay, means negative 1, negative 2, like that lah. I can give you example. This one is positive 1, positive 2, and so on. Okay, guys. So until you understand, I ask you a question. How if A is 0, guys? How does the graph look like? Macam mana graph akan jadi kalau A tu sama dengan kosong? What graph form now? Apa bentuk graph sekarang kalau A sama dengan kosong? Anyone got answer for this? Yes, correct. Garis lurus, you understand? Yes. No, not vertical line. Vertical line is for x equals something, Isaac. Like x equals 3. This is vertical line. If y equals something like y equals 6, this is horizontal line. Okay. So you try and see A is 0. 0 times x square. No matter what your value of x, tak kira apa nilai x kamu, masih yang ni dapat kosong. Jadi tak ada apa-apa kat sini. Tengok apa yang kamu tinggal. What type of format is this? If you just now I ask you, linear equation, right? Persamaan garis lurus. Y equals mx tambah c atau bx tambah c, masih sama. Okay, so you see, you will form a straight line. Okay, can you understand this part, guys? Boleh faham bahagian ini? If your A is 0, then you won't form quadratic lah. You'll form linear line, persamaan garis lurus. Okay, so this is one part. So let's look at sketching. Okay, this is how you sketch a quadratic graph. Cara nak laka graph quadratic. So this is the function over here. So this point, minimum point. Okay guys, how do we find out this minimum point? Macam mana nak cari koordinat bagi titik minimum? How to identify coordinates of minimum point? Do you all know how to find out? I want mathematics method now, guys. Kaidah mathematics, not the admaths method. Forgot the, never mind, don't worry. Okay, so mathematics method, you learn this formula. Yes, very good, Mirindra. X equals negative b over 2a. This is the formula for axis of symmetry. Persamaan paksi symmetry. This is your formula that you will apply. Okay, so this equation will find you the negative 1. X coordinate of minimum point. Formula ni akan bagi kamu cari koordinat X bagi titik minimum. But how to find the Y coordinate, guys? Macam mana nak cari coordinate yang ni? Wait, I use different color. How to find the Y coordinate of minimum point? Anyone know? This point, number 3. Macam mana nak cari 3 ni? How to find the number 3? Yes, very good. Always sub back into your original equation. If X is negative 1, sub back inside your X over here. Then you can get your answer for Y. Okay? So this is how we find out the values. Ini cara kita guna. Okay, pintasan Y senang lah. Kamu lihat mana graph tu potong paksi Y, itu adalah pintasan Y. Where the graph intersects the Y-axis is called as the Y-intercept. Okay? So this is how we sketch lah. Yang lain semua, kamu boleh laka secara kasar lah. You can draw roughly. Which part, Navisha? Do you know how to find this? Titik minimum? Can you find the minimum point? Oh, you just join. Okay, sure. Titik minimum, basically we use a formula called negative b over 2a. Have you seen this formula, Navisha, in your modern maths? X equals negative b over 2a. Okay, good. So this is used to find the negative one, the x coordinate of the minimum point. Okay, this is the formula we use. So your b value here is 4 lah, so you sub 4. Your a value is 2, so you sub 2. Then you will find out your answer. Okay, and then this one, how to find out this value? You substitute the negative one into the x term in your quadratic function. So then you can find out this number 3 over here. Okay, can you understand, Navisha? Okay, good. So that's it lah, basically, I told. So, okay. So, okay guys, adakah persamaan kuadratik ini mempunyai punca atau tak? Does this quadratic equation have any roots? Can you tell me? Yes or no? No, very good. Okay, why? Because you can see that the quadratic equation does not intersect the x-axis. Persamaan kuadratik tu tak menyilang pun paksi x dia. So it's hanging on top here. So you cannot factorize this basically. Kalau kamu cuba cari nilai x, kamu tak akan dapat nilai. Okay? Let's say kamu katakan dia sama dengan kosong lah. But you won't get the value. You can try in your calculator. Kamu boleh cuba. Cuba tekan dalam calculator, you won't get an answer. What if they don't give equation and just only give titik minimum and ask for garis tengah? Garis tengah, do you mean by axis of symmetry? Potato, I don't know your name. Do you want to find the axis of symmetry? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So axis of symmetry is basically this one. Wait, over here. This is your axis of symmetry, the x coordinate of minimum point. Coordinate x bagi titik minimum kamu adalah paksi simetri kamu. That is the concept. That's why it's called minimum point. Minimum point is formed from the axis of symmetry. Titik minimum tu terbentuk daripada paksi simetri kamu. For the x coordinate lah, this one. This one is when you sub back inside the equation. Bila kamu gantikan balik, kamu dapat nilai 3 tu. Can you understand now? Okay, good. So I give you a second example over here. How to find the axis of symmetry. Wait guys. Let me draw another quadratic graph over here for you. Saya lukis satu lagi untuk kamu. Yang ni menyilang paksi x. This one intersect the x-axis. So let's say, katakan graph kamu macam ni. Okay, like this. Okay guys, can you tell me where is the axis of symmetry now? Mana paksi simetri kamu? Sekarang saya tak bagi persamaan kuadratik yang ni kat kamu. I don't give the quadratic equation for this purple graph. Macam mana nak cari persamaan paksi simetri kamu? How to find the equation for axis of symmetry? Can you tell me idea? What do we use to find out the axis of symmetry? Apa info yang kita boleh guna? Yes, very good. Bagus, Afika. Tambah 2 punca persamaan kuadratik ini bahagi dengan 2. We sum up the roots of the quadratic equation and divide by 2. This is how you find your axis of symmetry. So if you understand this concept, guys, can you tell me the value for the axis of symmetry here? Boleh tak kamu semua type? Apa nilai persamaan paksi simetri kamu kat sini? You can use calculator to find out also. Apa nilai paksi simetri kamu? Answer guys? Jawapan? Apa nilai paksi simetri kamu? Yes, correct Angelo, 0.5. Means your axis of symmetry is over here. Okay? Yeah, ni A kena ambil kira Afika. You have to take into account the negative value. Okay, so jalan kira dia macam ni. X sama dengan negatif 2 tambah 3 bahagi dengan 2. So kamu akan dapat 1/2. Okay, kena ambil kira nilai negatif. You have to take into account negative values. So you'll get 0.5 lah. 1/2 tu 0.5. So kamu boleh lihat, yang ni adalah titik minimum kamu. Okay? This is the working, Navisha. You plus the roots. The roots here is -2 and 3. So -2 plus 3 divide by 2. You get 0.5. Like the midpoint lah. Their concept dia macam titik tengah. It's the concept of midpoint. How do you find midpoint? Take 2 coordinate, divide by 2, right? So this is the concept. Like titik tengah. Okay? So it's just the middle point only. That's your axis of symmetry. So let's say, guys, another situation. Okay, okay, second situation. Situasi yang kedua untuk paksi simetri. Wait, Okay. So let's say graf kamu sekarang macam ni. Okay guys, what is the equation of axis of symmetry over here? Apa nilai paksi simetri kamu? Kalau graf yang ungu macam ni, the purple graph, what is the axis of symmetry over here? This one is not the equation. Let's say saya tak bagi persamaan kat kamu. What is the axis of symmetry here? Anyone got idea? Just comment only, don't be shy. Letak saja jawapan. Yes, correct. 0. Your answer is right. Betul. Okay. Maksudnya, X equals 0. Sebab paksi Y adalah paksi simetri kamu. The Y-axis become the axis of symmetry now. Can you see? Macam seimbang kan dua-dua belah. Both sides are equal. Okay. So Y-axis, kalau Y-axis, this is the equation. Ini adalah persamaan untuk menggambarkan paksi Y kamu. This is the equation to show Y-axis. X equals 0. Okay. So, ini macam anggapan yang kamu buat tadi lah untuk cari pintasan Y kamu. When you want to find your Y-intercept, how to find, guys? You let X equal 0 kan? Kamu katakan X sama dengan kosong untuk cari pintasan Y kamu. So, this is the step over here. Okay, ini adalah langkah dia. So, you just let X equal 0. So, until here, can understand, guys? Boleh faham setakat ini? So,
Yes.
Okay, good. So, this is the formula over here. Yang ni, I rasa tak diberi dalam exam. So, kena hafal yang ni, guys. You need to remember this formula because not provided in the exam. Okay, so remember that. And then, okay, this one maximum point. Same concept. Konsep sama je sebab sekarang graf ni nilai A dia lebih kecil dari kosong. The A value of the graph now less than 0. So, the graph terbalik lah. It become crying now. Okay, other than that, all the concepts same. So, yeah, nothing much to tell over here. So, this one you can find out also lah. Guna balik formula. Use back the formula. Negative B over 2A. Your B value kena ambil nilai negatif juga. Guys, when you sub inside your B value over here, you need to take negative 2 and sub. So, it become negative 2. So, akan jadi positif 2. Okay, something like this. Divided by 2, negative 1. Okay, so this one will cut. So you get an answer negative 1. Okay, negative 1 is your axis of symmetry. Okay, so this is one more example lah. So let's see others. Okay, now we talk about okay, this one, this part. Kesan nilai A. Okay, this one question also sometimes like to ask, macam mana nak tahu kesan nilai A kamu? The effect of changes of A value on your quadratic graph. Okay, so you see over here. Nilai A lebih besar, graph lebih sempit. Okay, when your A value is bigger, the graph will become narrower. Okay, if your A is wider, if your A is smaller, your graph will become wider. Okay, kalau nilai A kecil, graph tu lebih lebar. So, you can say that nilai A adalah berkadar songsang dengan lebar graph. Okay, A value is inversely proportional to the width of your graph. So this is one thing you need to remember. Okay, so another way for you to understand, satu lagi cara untuk bagi kamu faham, kamu boleh guna formula ni sebenarnya. To understand why higher A value give you a narrower graph, you can look at this example. Okay guys, let's say my A value here higher. Sekarang saya guna konsep macam fizik. physics concept to explain this. So let's say your A value now big, nilai A besar. Apa jadi ni kepada nilai X? Can you tell me if you understand the relationship? Kalau A besar, X tu kecil atau besar? Is X big or small? Yes, very good. Sebab sini berkadar songsang. So kecil X, pasti lebar juga kecil lah. Sebab X tu adalah persamaan paksi simetri kamu, the equation of axis of symmetry. So if your X value is small, surely the width of your graph will also come small lah. Can you understand this point, guys? Boleh dapat tak point ni? What I'm trying to say. Bila nilai X kamu kecil, lebar graph juga menurun. Ini cara mudah nak ingat. If you don't want to memorize, kalau kamu tak mau hafal, guna konsep ni. Berkadar songsang. X dengan A. Okay, so this is how kamu boleh tentukan hubungan to investigate the relationship between A and X. Guna formula balik. Yeah, anything?
Anna right? 1 over lebar or what? The one?
Yeah, lebar, correct. Lebar only, width. In English is width. Okay, so I guess this is okay. So now, B value now. Kesan perubahan nilai B. B ni a bit complex, but still can make you understand. Okay, so let me see B value. Okay. Okay, saya guna balik formula yang ni. I use back this formula to explain, guys. So let's say nilai B sekarang, kamu boleh lihat contoh kat sini. You can see the example over here. B is something like translation. Nilai B kamu macam translasi. Yeah, going to do after this page. So nilai the B value actually something like translation. Semua kenal tak translasi? Do you all know translation, guys? This is the concept of B value actually. Okay, so how you do translation is actually your B value. So let's say sekarang positif 2 nilai B kamu. Okay, kamu boleh expand dan lihat. You can expand the equation. Actually 4 lah untuk case yang ni. Okay, x square plus 4x plus 4 untuk persamaan yang ni lah. Okay, so bila kamu factorize, you can see that x plus 2 equal to 0. So x equal to negative 2. Okay, kamu kena katakan dia sama dengan kosong. So we want to see where the graph is actually. So this graph is actually over here. Kamu boleh nampak this whole graph over here. So can you tell me, guys, this graph, what is the equation of axis of symmetry? Apa persamaan paksi simetri kat sini for this graph? Can you count and tell me? Guna formula balik, negative B over 2A. Kadang-kadang raja ni tak dilukis mengikut skala, so jangan lihat macam tu. Sometimes the diagram is not that accurate, so you might get a different answer. So jangan risau. So what's the answer, guys? Equation of axis of symmetry. Apa persamaan? Ya, betul, negative 2. Okay, Syaf, must divide by 2A, so it become negative 2. Okay, yeah, very good, negative 2. Okay, so you can see over here. Can you see, guys? X plus 2 equal to 0. Do I get x is negative 2? Yes, I get it. So this is my equation of axis of symmetry. Selalu letak sama dengan kosong. Then you can find out already. This is another method also. Okay, so you got many ways actually to choose from. So let's say x minus 3. Jangan tertipu guys. Kalau kamu lihat negatif 3, jangan ingat pergi ke kiri sebab nilai dia negatif. Okay, don't think like that. You must actually make it equal to 0. Baru kamu boleh lihat apa sedang berlaku. Actually x is positive 3. You can see over here. Your axis of symmetry is positive 3. Okay, so make it equal 0, baru kenal pasti. How far is your graph moving? Okay, guys, so I hope you understand this part. So until here, all okay? Can you comment if you understand? Okay, good. Okay, good. So next. Now this is a bit confusing. Selalu pelajar akan confuse over here. When your A value less than 0, how to compare? I ask you simple question guys. Yang ni kena fikir sikit. Negative, sorry. Negative 1. Okay. -1, -2. Nilai mana lebih besar, guys? Can you tell me? Which value is bigger between -1 and -2? Very good, you don't get trick. Semua pandai. Jangan kata -2, guys. Yang ni kesilapan lazim juga, okay? So this is bigger. So according to the theory, x is -b/2a. If your a value is bigger, your axis of symmetry will be smaller, right? Like just now I explained. Kalau nilai a kamu besar, maksudnya graf tu akan jadi lebih sempit, right? So you see over here, y equals negative x squared plus 2. Let's say your a -1, come like this. And then we compare with, yang ni cakap, oh, this one talking about b, but they label wrongly. Okay guys, tak boleh guna diagram ni. Sorry, this diagram a bit out. This one cakap pasal b. Tak apalah, so this is the concept actually. So when a is bigger, your x will be smaller. Guna konsep sama. Okay, so -2, a is lower, x is bigger. Okay, graf tu jadi lebih lebar. Kalau dia -2, -1, graf tu lebih kecil. Okay guys, so last condition for c value. Okay, I rasa c ni sangat mudah lah. C is easier to see. So let's say y equals x square. Persamaan ini guys, ada pintasan y tak? This equation has y-intercept or not? Can you tell me? Yes or no? No, very good. Sebab tambah kosong. Maksudnya tak ada apa-apa kat situ. Okay, so you see plus 4 gerak 4 unit ke atas. When you do x square plus 4, kamu akan gerak graf tu 4 unit ke atas. You move it 4 units upward. If -4, you move it 4 unit downward. Yang ni senang saja sebab kamu tengok pada paksi y saja. Just move it along the y-axis. Okay, so after this, okay, question ready. So until here guys, before we start question, sekarang kita buat soalan. Okay, so all try to answer lah. Semua suka rela jawab semua soalan ni, okay? So first question, kamu kena interpret beberapa perkara kat sini. Kamu kena analisis dulu. So these guys, y-intercept positive 3. Okay, kalau kamu lihat semua pilihan jawapan, if you look at all the answers over here, which answer I can immediately eliminate? Pilihan mana saya boleh terus pangkah kalau saya nampak pintasan y dia positif 3? If the y-intercept is 3, which two option I can straight away take out? B and C. Yes, correct. Okay, you can see over here. -3, -3. Salah dah. It's not correct. So now you left A and D. Okay, so now macam mana nak tentukan jawapan? Kamu kena lihat pada nilai A kamu. A is greater than 0. Actually both also smiling. Kamu tak boleh guna yang ni. You have to see the roots. Kamu kena buat pemfaktoran kat sini. Okay, you need to press your calculator and find out the 2x value. Sebab kamu lihat kat sini, your x value negative and positive. So you need to press and see lah. So if you tekan guys, apa jawapan kamu dapat? Can you tell me? What value do you get? Answer. Okay, sama. Lagi. Okay, I think all agree on D. Okay, very good. Okay, so D is your answer for this question. Semua tahu tak macam mana nak tekan calculator on quadratic? Do you all know how to press calculator for quadratic? If anyone don't know, please tell. Okay, good. You all know, semua tahu, bagus. Okay. So next one. Okay, so this is the working I do for you all. Ini adalah jalan kerja bagi soalan ni. Okay, actually objektif tak perlu buat jalan kerja lah, tapi ini sekadar pemahaman bagi kamu. This is for your understanding. But in maths paper 1, don't need to show working guys, because bazir masa only, you don't have much time. So just use calculator. Matematik kertas 1 ni sebenarnya 80% calculator, 20% kamu punya pengiraan. It's 80% using calculator and 20% of your working skill. Because paper 1 is objective only. So kamu boleh lihat jawapan terus guna calculator sahaja. Okay, tapi kertas 2 kena tunjuk jalan kira lah. Paper 2 you need to show working. But paper 1 no need, waste time only. Okay, so next one. Okay, this one I think quite simple. Can you tell answer guys? Yang ni macam basic algebra kamu lah. This is like basics for algebra. Okay, di sama-sama. Okay, very good. Answer is correct. Betul. Semua betul D, okay. So means all know how to do this expansion lah. So make sure bila kamu buat pengembangan, when you do the expansion, put inside the big bracket. Sebab takut nanti, maybe you will have negative. Negatif bila bertembung dengan negatif akan jadi positif. So always remember this, guys. So this is why kita letak kurungan besar. This is why we put the big bracket. Because of this situation over here. Okay, so this is the working for this question. I think quite easy lah, this one. So as long kamu tahu macam mana nak kembangkan yang ni. Guys, I want to ask you one question. Berapa orang guna kaedah pengembangan macam ni? How many of y'all do this kind of method of expansion? Can you type me? Cuba comment me if you do this kind of method. Okay, others? Wow, many use this method. Wah, banyak guna method ni. Fika guna shortcut. Okay, you want to learn shortcut, guys? Jom, I teach you all shortcut. How to do quadratic expansion. If you all want to learn the fast method lah. Okay, tapi yang kaedah tu tak salah. The other method not wrong. It's just a faster way only this one. If you see nombor kat depan, kamu lihat yang ni dengan yang ni. 2 kuasa 2. This is your first term. Okay, ungkapan pertama kamu, 2 power 2. And then, let's say I use different color for the second step. Second step, ambil nombor yang ni, darab dengan yang ni, darab dengan yang ni. All the 3 number you times together, you will get negative 4y. Kalau kamu kira 2 darab 2, 2 darab 2 darab negative y. You get minus 4y. And then the third step, another color. Okay, third step, negative y, kamu kuasa 2. So you get plus y square. You got your answer already. This is the shortcut method. Can you understand shortcut, guys? Boleh faham tak kaedah pintas ni? Sorry, This is the shortcut. This is the fast method, correct? Have tips for different roots. What do you mean, Kenneth? I don't really understand your question. Have tip for different roots. Okay, boleh, Ken. Let me use different example lah, guys. Saya guna soalan yang baru. Yeah, sure. It's the same when plus. Yeah, same thing. Okay. Sum up, Navisha. You want this one?
No, Anna, the down one.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
Kenneth, what was your question just now? I think. Angelo, what do you mean it's the same when plus? Oh yeah, that one, yeah, same lah, correct. Example, x plus 2, x minus 2. If this no shortcut. Yeah, this one no shortcut lah. If the soalan give you in that form, kalau soalan bagi dalam bentuk tu, kamu buat pengembangan biasa sahaja lah. If the question give you in that type of form, you just expand normally. No shortcut method for this. Because dua ungkapan yang berbeza. Satu adalah tambah, satu adalah tolak. If you have two different symbol in the between, you cannot use shortcut method. Only if it's the same symbol, like minus. Okay, so shortcut method, kaedah pintas hanya boleh aplikasi kepada satu simbol sahaja. One symbol only. If you have two, tak boleh. Okay, so just now I think people asked to explain the shortcut method. So I use another example for you all. Let's say sekarang saya guna tambah. Okay, I use plus in between. So I use some colors for you all. So first term square, this is the method. Ungkapan pertama kamu kuasa 2. And then second step, take 2 times 2 times X. 2 darab 2 darab X. So plus 4X. Second term. And then third term, ungkapan ketiga, 2 kuasa 2 plus 4. This is the express method. Okay, can you understand guys? It's another example lah untuk kaedah pintas. Okay. So all okay? Can we go next question? I think this one done already. Okay. So we go next question. Okay, now some more objective question. Okay, this one I think you all can answer. Now must find the answer. Yeah, correct. Find the answer for this question. Okay, some more. Lagi. Question number 31. Oh, this question lah. Afika, you don't understand this one lah. This one also number 31. I explain this one lah first, okay? Okay, so semua kata B. Okay, now okay. So, okay, correct. Yes, answer is B ya guys. Jawapan untuk soalan ni adalah B. So, why B? Macam mana tahu B? You look at the shape guys. This kind of shape, A less than 0 or A more than 0 guys. Bentuk graf macam ni. No worries, I'll explain. Yes, less. Kurang dari kosong. Okay, because crying shape. This one is for smiling shape. Okay, so this one is a theory lah. You must remember this. So this one, you can see already here. Yang ni apa guys? Perkali bagi X kuasa 2 untuk pilihan A. Berapa nilai dia? What is the coefficient of X square in A answer? Yes, 1. Betul. Sebab tak ada nombor apa-apa kat depan. Maksud dia 1 lah. If you don't have any number in front, means it's 1. So you see answer B, negative. So this one definitely your answer already. No need to look. These two guys, can you tell me dua pilihan yang ni, bentuk graf dia apa? What is the name for this kind of graph? Kalau X dia kuasa 3. If the X variable power 3, what kind of graph? Yes, cubic graph. Betul. Yes, cubic. Correct. Graf ni tak biasa kamu jumpa sebab masalah melibatkan graf ni agak kurang. The question won't ask you to solve cubic usually lah. Okay, so cubic graph, kalau kamu semua nak tahu macam mana bentuk dia, this is the shape of cubic graph. Saya boleh lakar bagi kamu. Okay, this is the shape. Y equals X cube. This is the bentuk for graph cubic. Okay, so sekadar pengetahuan sajalah, just as an info for you all. Okay, so can you understand this question now guys? Boleh faham soalan ni? Okay, good. Okay guys, so let's say this is option C ya. Sebab sekarang saya bagi tahu X cube. So how if negative X cube? Macam mana graf dia pula? How kalau saya letak tanda negatif? Macam mana graf jadi? How will the graph look like? Anyone know? Yes, songsang, very good. Okay, this is Y equals negative X cube. Macam pantulan sahaja. It is just a reflection of the graph along the Y-axis. Okay, pantulan pada paksi Y. Kamu akan nampak simbol macam X. Okay, you'll see a symbol like X. So it's just a reflection only. Okay, so good. So this is the explanation lah for the question. So kamu kena lihat pada pintasan Y dan nilai A kamu untuk dapat jawapan kamu. You just check the A and C values only. Okay, so this is for this question. Okay, another objective last. Untuk bahagian objective, I think last or second last. So can you tell me guys which answer is the correct one for this?
Anna,
Yeah?
your songsang means inverse method, right?
Yeah, correct. Inverse.
Okay, Anna.
B. Okay, yes, correct. Very good. Betul. Okay, so now I explain why ada answer wrong. Mengapa yang lain salah. Okay, so this one you see over here, first answer. This one guys, kecerunan dia negatif atau positif bagi garis ini. The gradient of this line is negative or positive? Afika, are you sure? Yes, negatif guys. Kalau macam ni, ya, negatif. So kamu lihat kat sini, A kamu sini positif. Maksudnya salah lah jawapan ni. Kena letak negatif AX tambah B. baru betul. Okay, so this is why option A wrong. And then let's see option C. Okay, this one. Why wrong, guys? Can you tell me? Mengapa jawapan yang ni salah? Just now only I explained this one. Yeah, negative also. Okay, so this one's the reflection of the graph. If this answer, graph dia akan jadi macam ni. For y equals ax cube. The graph
This
look
one
like
is a
this.
qubit graph, right?
Yeah, correct. So actually this one no need to know really much, tapi mereka boleh suruh kamu laka graph ni. This is a famous question. They'll ask you to draw this kind of graph, like give you to plot some points, suruh kamu plot beberapa titik, then you draw this type of graph. So kamu kena tahulah, kalau x kuasa 3, this is actually a cubic graph. So you still need to know. Kamu kena faham benda ni. Although it's not really like tested in a chapter like that. Okay. So how about these guys? Semua tahu tak apa nama bagi fungsi ni? What is the name for this kind of function? There is one name for this. Apa nama graph jenis ni? Salingan. BM, English term guys, BM saya tak berapa pasti. English term, does anyone know what type of graph is this? I think salingan is, I think it's reciprocal. Kenneth, am I right? Salingan is called reciprocal in English. I think so. Reciprocal function. Semua pernah dengar tak? For those take English, this is called reciprocal. Okay, this is the name. Reciprocal. I rasa reciprocal. Okay, kalau BM, I rasa dia salingan lah. Okay, so dia akan jadi macam ni. A over X. Okay, so graph dia akan jadi macam ni lah. Kalau Y sama dengan A over X, graph dia macam saya lukiskan merah. Kalau yang hitam, kena negatif A over X. Okay, so that's why jawapan D juga salah lah. D also wrong. So your answer for this question will be boy. Okay, so this is the working. So I draw all the graph for you guys lah, so that you all can refer later. Boleh jadi rujukan pada masa hadapan. Okay, so this is the explanation lah why your answer is boy. So next, last objective. Then we go structure. Selepas soalan ni kita pergi soalan kertas 2 pula. Okay, so this. Okay guys, can tell answer straight ah. Jawapan terus untuk yang ni. C. Lagi. Okay, C, very good. Correct answer is C. Okay, so what decide the answer? Macam mana nak kamu tentukan yang ni? You see the y-intercept. Lihat pintasan y. Negative 12. So, auto A dan B salah already. Automatically A and B wrong. And then kamu lihat nilai A. See your A value. Smiling means A greater than 0. Means D out lah. So, that's why your answer is C. Okay guys, so semua soalan kertas 1 ini, can you understand? All the paper 1 question. Before we go paper 2. Okay, good. I rasa masa juga bagus. Ada banyak masa. Yeah, okay. So this is the method we use. Okay, so you need to see the shape and you need to see the y-intercept. So 2 perkara selalu soalan nak uji kamu. Okay, so next one. Okay, sekarang kita pergi bahagian selesaikan pula. Okay guys, so maybe I guide you all lah this question. Then we see together. Okay, this one. Kamu kena kembangkan 4x masuk. You need to expand 4x inside the bracket first. So you'll get 4x squared plus 16x equals 9 plus 16x. First step. And then second step, kamu kena susun dalam bentuk the general form of a quadratic equation. You need to rearrange the equation into this form. So you can basically shift all the terms on the right hand side to the left hand side. Pindah semua ungkapan dari belah kanan kepada belah kiri. So you will get something like this. Okay. And then plus 16x minus 16x kamu boleh potong. Sebab akan jadi kosong. You can cancel out each other. So you'll get this equation. And then finally, sebenarnya dari sini you have two method lah to solve. Kamu boleh pilih mana-mana. Yes, correct answer. Okay, let me show you two method how to solve this. First method, kamu boleh jadikan dia jadi dua kurungan. You can separate it to two bracket. So how you fill in the bracket, you can just trial and error lah. You can use trial and error method. So kamu cari kombinasi nombor yang boleh bagi kamu balik persamaan ini. You try to find the combinations that can give you back this equation. So you will realize that satu negatif, satu positif. You check and see, you will get back the same equation. Okay, so bila selesaikan, kamu akan dapat jawapan like how Shamnat wrote. X is negative 3/2 and X is 3/2. This is the first method. Second method, kamu boleh pindah 9 ni ke sini. You can shift 9 to the right hand side. Become like this. And then kamu pindah 4 pula. Jadi bahagi. Yeah, very good. Correct. So this is choice guys. Okay, so make sure bila kamu punca kuasa 2 kan, when you square root, you always have two values. Satu positif, satu negatif. So you will also get the same answer. X equals 3/2 or X equal negative 3/2. Okay, can you understand both method guys? Boleh faham dua-dua kaedah ini? Yang ni pertama, yang ni kedua. Dua-dua pun boleh. Both also can. Okay, so I give you all option lah. Pilihan di tangan kamu. Okay, so can understand the whole question guys? Okay, so we go next question. Soalan kedua pula. Tengok guys, yang ni kamu buat 4 markah. Tahu, 4 mark a lot in the exam actually. Markah banyak untuk soalan macam ni. Okay, so this one should easily score 4 mark lah. Kalau kamu tulis semua jalan keluar dengan betul. Make sure to show all the step. Then no problem lah, this 4 mark in the exam. Okay, so next question. So this is the pengiraan lah. This is how we solve the question. So same method like just now. Okay, sekarang soalan lebih kompleks pula. Lukis graph. Now we have to draw graph. Anyone here ada masalah tak? Macam mana nak lukis graph? Do you have problem in drawing graph? Sebab bahagian ni sebenarnya boleh untung banyak markah tau. Because you only need to draw graph actually. Ada kelemahan, you have problem. Okay, never mind. Later I guide you. Nanti saya tunjuk graph dan bantu kamu. Because this section actually is a bonus section for you. Because if you know how to draw graph, you can score easily all these marks. Sebab semua soalan ini, all these question berdasarkan pada graph kamu. All of these question based on graph. So, pemeriksa sebenarnya akan check graph kamu dulu. The examiner will base on your graph to see all this answer. This one all bukan pengiraan guys. Semua berdasarkan lukisan graph kamu sahaja. Don't know. Okay, so later I'll guide you. Don't worry. So I'll give you all some tips lah about drawing graph actually. So never mind. We see the first question first. Soalan pertama, they ask you write down the values of y when x equal negative 2 and x equal 2. Okay, macam mana nak tahu nilai y guys? What step do we use to solve question 12A? Apa langkah kita? Yes, very good. Substitute inside the equation. Dua-dua nilai ni gantikan dan cari jawapan untuk y kamu. Yeah, very good. So I think this one tak jadi masalah lah. So you can see over here. Ini adalah table kamu. Okay. So you will get this answer. Kamu kena isi kolom yang ni dengan yang ni je. Yang saya bagi merah tu. Okay, the others is already given to you. Semua yang ni diberi dalam exam kamu. The others, the question already solved for you. Okay, so kalau kamu dapat nilai betul, kamu dapat 2 markah kat sini. So tak perlu jalan kira guys, terus isi saja. No need to show working, just straight away isi the answer in the jadual. Okay, so now we come graph part. 4 marks now. Wait, okay. So this one, they tell this part over here. You may use the flexible curve ruler. Kamu boleh guna pembaris fleksibel ini. So actually guys, Kamu semua guna tak yang ni bila lukis graph? Do you all use this tool when drawing the graph, or you use freehand? Kamu guna freehand atau guna pembaris ini? I just want to know lah. Freehand. Okay, very good. Okay, that's the correct method actually. Ini adalah kaedah yang lebih bagus. Because freehand, you can control how you're going to draw. Kalau kamu guna alat ini, you are a bit limited lah. Kemampuan kamu untuk lukis graph adalah terhad sebenarnya, because you need to follow the shape. So better freehand lah. So first thing, when you draw this kind of graph, this one quadratic graph guys, kamu kena lukis graph quadratic. Make sure you draw a smooth curve. This one very important. Kamu kena lukis satu lengkung yang licin, smooth curve. Okay, smooth curve, what I mean is, actually this one cannot show. Let me use no ink. Okay, I show this one. Okay, so tebal like this lah. This is called smooth curve. Okay, so another example, let's say the not smooth curve. Let me show you a not smooth curve. Okay guys, so can you see the difference Boleh nampak perbezaan antara yang ni dengan yang ni tak? Can you see this part over here? Kamu tak boleh ada garis macam ni berulang kali. The examiner cannot see, pemeriksa tak boleh nampak garis berulang kali pada satu bahagian graf. Yang ni, this is count not smooth curve already. You must just have one straight line, one go. Tak boleh ulang kali, tak boleh like stop, start and draw the graph. You need to draw one shot. Satu kali saja. So you need to practice how to draw a curve shape. So kena berlatih sikit lah dengan tangan kamu sebelum lukis. Kalau tak, akan jadi macam pelik sikit lah. It'll come a bit weird, the graph. So make sure it is a smooth curve lah. So second tips yang kedua, this one first one, smooth curve. Second one is connect all point. Kena sambung semua titik guys. Kalau tiba-tiba pemeriksa nampak satu titik tak sambung, gone already 1 mark. I think 1 mark akan hilang. Okay, kamu kena sambung semua titik. Make sure to connect all the points. Okay, because this one is curve. So mungkin ada kebarangkalian kamu tak sambung satu point. There is a possibility you might miss 1 point because you're doing freehand. Okay, so make sure to connect all the point. And then ikut skala. Third point, follow your scale yang diberi dalam soalan. Jangan pergi tentukan skala yang baru. Selalu akur kepada arahan soalan. Follow the question. 2 cm to 1 unit on x-axis, 2 cm to 2 unit on y-axis. Okay, kamu boleh lihatlah kertas graf yang mereka bagi kat kamu dalam exam. Third tip. Okay, so other than that, I rasa tak ada apa-apa dah. So we can see the graph actually now. So kamu akan guna semua titik yang ni, these 7 points or 8 point, 8 titik total untuk lakar graph kita sekarang. So how the graph look like? It'll be something like this, graph quadratic kamu. Okay, so can you see guys? This is how we actually draw the graph. Okay, ini adalah cara kita lukis graph kita. So make sure you plot all your points correctly. Semua ni diberi marker. They'll check one by one. If you plot all your points correctly, then you get 1 mark lah. And then they see the shape. Is the shape smooth or not? Adakah bentuk graph tu licin atau tak? Another mark. And then they check your scale. Tengok skala pada dua-dua paksi. Betul ke tak? If correct, another mark. Okay. And then I think overall also lah, impression of the graphs. You get 1 more mark also. Okay guys, so any question you have regarding how I draw the graph? Ada apa-apa soalan berkenaan cara saya lukis graph ni? You can ask, don't worry. Boleh tanya aja apa-apa soalan kamu keliru. Sebab yang ni adalah teknik. This is a technique, not much on concept actually. Kamu kena kuasai teknik saja. No question guys? Any question? Oh no, red line is actually I draw for another question. Soalan berikutnya to show you all easily. In exam jangan guna red line guys. Pencil atau pen saja. Pencil. Because graph must use pencil, no pen. Okay, this one I just showed to make it clearer for you all. Need to extend the graph to intercept x-axis. Good question, but based on the question over here, you don't need lah. If you read question C and question D, actually not needed because they don't want to find the x-intercept of the graph. Mereka tak mau cari pintasan x graph ni, so tak perlu extend. Just stop at the point. Okay, so based on your question, you must answer lah. Which one better, dot line or just x? I rasa biasanya cikgu akan sarankan guna x kan. Usually the teacher will advise you to put x instead of cos. I think I'm right. Yeah, guna x, right? Don't use dot. Usually teacher will say use x only. Sebab x tu lebih senang nak nampak. If you draw dot, right, and suddenly your line go through, mungkin cikgu tu akan hilang titik. Tolak markah guna dot. Okay, so don't use dot. Okay guys, sebab amali kamu pun kamu lukis graph, right? For those take science subject, science stream, you know lah. Physics, chemistry, semua ada graph macam ni, kamu kena lukis. So make sure you follow the same thing lah, same tips. Okay, so other than that, use sharp pencil. Kena guna pensel yang tajam. Kalau tak, graph kamu akan jadi terlalu gelap. Kalau guna pensel yang tak begitu tajam. Okay, make sure you have a sharp pencil. Then only your graph will look nice. Okay, so other than that, nothing much lah. So I think all okay with this. So let's see another question over here. One more thing. Sorry, I forget. I hope no one do like this. Kadang-kadang I nampak orang, they'll use a pembaris untuk sambungkan dari titik ke titik. Ada tak sesiapa buat macam ni? Connect like this, like this, like this. I hope no one do like this. Jangan guna pembaris sambung dari titik ke titik sebab yang ni adalah lengkung. It's not a straight line like that. Okay, this is a curve, so you need to draw one shot, not use ruler to connect the point. Okay, so this one more thing also. So just avoiding anything. So other than that, we can go next question already. So this question, this is an important part. Wait, okay guys, I want to ask you a question here. Saya nak tanya soalan. Can I sub the x value inside here and calculate my y value based on the equation? Correct, straight no. Tak boleh ya guys. So kadang-kadang orang akan fikir, saya boleh gantikan yang ni dalam kan? Lepas tu boleh dapat nilai y dah. Okay, so cannot do like this. Tak boleh buat. Mengapa? Lihat balik soalan. From the graph. Dari graph. Maksudnya jawapan adalah berdasarkan graph kamu. Your answer is based on the graph you drawn. Maksudnya semua orang akan dapat jawapan yang berlainan. Each people will get different answer because each graph is different. Okay, so macam mana mereka akan bagi markah kat kamu, they will have a range. Skema akan bagi julat yang diterima. There will be an acceptable range for your answer. Okay, so usually, I think it's plus minus 0.5 lah, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, biasanya jawapan adalah dalam julat tambah tolak 0.5. Okay, so example, you can refer to my graph. Okay, so they said when x is 2.3, right? So kamu kena buatlah. Bila x sama dengan 2.3, kamu lukis garis macam ni. Okay, lepas tu cari nilai y pula pada graf kamu. You see where the persilangan is, intersection over here. So from there, you see your y value over here. Okay, so if you read and see, apa yang saya baca, saya dapat 4.2. Okay, but the answer is not only 4.2. Satu jawapan yang ni tak saja. There is also other answer. So basically, I think the answer can be accepted within this range lah. Kalau jawapan kamu, bila kamu lukis graf, dapat dalam julat ini, I rasa boleh lah. Tapi luar julat ini salah lah. If anything outside of this range, then wrong lah. Okay guys, boleh faham tak konsep ni? Soalan ni agak terbuka, it's a bit open, tak strict sangat. there is a range. Can you understand, guys? Boleh faham? Yang ni bukan jawapan dia, guys. Not only one answer. Got many answer can accept actually. So make sure you give your answer to one decimal place. Okay, you must give bagi jawapan kamu kepada satu titik perpuluhan saja. Okay, so why I ask you another question? Let's say lah, I get an answer 4.25. Logic tak, guys? Is this a reasonable answer? Kalau saya bagi dua tempat perpuluhan, is it a logical answer? I get this answer. Unreasonable. Mengapa? Why you say not reasonable? Mengapa saya tak boleh tulis jawapan dalam dua titik perpuluhan? Anyone got idea? Bukan terlalu lebih. Not because extra. Anyone got idea? Siapa tahu tak mengapa tak boleh tulis dua? Yes, based on the scale. Very good, Mirinda. Okay, so you can see here each small box. Satu kotak kecil skala dia 0.1 kalau kamu kira. Maksudnya titik perpuluhan kamu hanya satu sahajalah, tak boleh lebih. Sebab pemeriksa boleh tanya, macam mana kamu boleh baca 4.25 dari graf ni? Boleh tak, guys, kamu lihat sampai dua titik perpuluhan melalui graf ni? Can you see until 2 decimal place on this graph? Cannot, right? Yes, not reasonable. Mungkin kalau kamu dapat nilai macam ni, kamu guna calculator sebenarnya. You use calculator to find the answer. That's why you can get so accurate. Hanya calculator boleh bagi jawapan tepat macam tu. Okay, so naked eye melalui mata kasar tak boleh dapat macam ni. Okay, impossible. So that's just an advice lah for you all. Okay, so next question. Same method. Sekarang mereka nak cari nilai X pula bila Y sama dengan negatif 6. So you can see over here how I draw. Let me write first. Okay, Y sama dengan negatif 6 kat bawah ni. So you can see the intersection over here. Persilangan kat sini. Lepas tu cari nilai X kamu kat sini. Sorry. Okay, persilangan adalah kat sini. Nilai X kamu. So if you read and see, bila kamu baca graph, you will get an answer of negative 3.2. Okay, this is your answer. So again, ada julat dia. There is a range plus minus 0.5. Maksudnya jawapan boleh diterima negative 3.7 sampai kepada negative 2.7. Okay, so any answer in this range accepted lah. Okay, bagus, boleh. Negative 3.1 boleh. Okay, very close to my answer. So yeah, any type of answer you get as long as in this range. But make sure no 2 decimal place. Jangan bagi 2 titik perpuluhan. So other than that, okay. Okay, so next question. Sedikit mengelirukan, a bit tricky, but I think you all can do it. So they say draw a suitable straight line. Lukis satu garis lurus to find the values of X. Mereka bagi satu persamaan baru kat kamu. So how do we solve this, guys? Macam mana nak dapat persamaan garis lurus ni? You have 2 quadratic equation now. Apa kaedah kita boleh guna? What method can we use? Method yang agak famous dalam matematik. A famous method we always use. What's the name? Sekarang kamu ada 2 persamaan kuadratik. So macam mana nak tukar persamaan kuadratik ini kepada garis lurus? How do we do the conversion? Cadangkan saja idea kamu. Jangan risau. Just tell what is in your mind. How to solve. Because yang ni banyak markah. 4 marks. Ya, Y equals. Yes, Afika. Bagus. Bagi dia sama dengan kosong. Betul. Sebab, wait ah. Ya, betul. Bagi sama dengan kosong. So, mengapa Afika buat macam ni? You can actually use a concept here, guys. Simultaneous. You can see over here. This is the old equation the question asks you to draw. Ini adalah persamaan lama. soalan suruh lukis graf. Yang ni adalah persamaan baru kamu. So kamu tengok tak, saya guna kaedah penghapusan, elimination. Saya hapuskan x square ni. Okay, I eliminate the x square over here. Can you see? I form an equation of a straight line. Saya combine dua-dua equation. Okay, gabungkan dua-dua persamaan. Can you understand this step, guys? Boleh faham langkah ni? Gabungkan saja to form a linear equation. Okay, so after you form the linear equation, you need to plot it out. Kamu kena lukis. So macam mana nak lukis? Kamu boleh pilih lah mana-mana koordinat yang kamu suka untuk lukis. Just choose any 2 points to plot the graph. So these are the points I get lah. So kamu boleh tengok kat sini. This is the red line I draw over here. Okay, y equals 2x plus 4. So then they ask the two values of x that satisfy. So two values of x adalah persilangan garis lurus dengan lengkung lah. Okay, so it's the intersection point of the line and the curve. So you read from the graph your x1 and x2 value. Okay, semua berdasarkan graph saja. So you just refer to your graph. And then you will get your answer over here. So again, plus minus 0.5 from these two answers. Okay guys, can you understand this whole question? Boleh faham seluruh soalan ni? Soalan ni agak berkaitan dengan teknik lah. It's very technical this question sebab banyak lukisan kamu kena buat untuk cari jawapan, bukan pengiraan. Okay, so can you comment if you can understand? Boleh cakap faham dalam ruangan komen. Faham ah? Okay, good. So we go next question. Okay, next is structure. Yang ni tak ada lukisan graph dah. So now we solve. Okay, so quadratic equation. Mereka nak tahu when does the rocket hit the ground. Maksudnya mereka nak cari T lah. T adalah masa. They want you to find out the value of T. Okay, when rocket hit the ground, apa nilai H kamu sekarang guys? What's the value of H? Yes, very good Sherilyn. Make the assumption. Katakan H sama dengan kosong. Because when hit the ground, tiada ketinggian dah. No height. Okay, because height is measured from the ground. Ketinggian tu diukur dari tanah. Okay, so you can see over here lah. So I make it equal to 0. And then saya tak mau negatif ni, so saya darab seluruh persamaan dengan negatif kat sini. I multiply the whole equation by negative. And then I do the factorization method. Lepas tu saya dapat dua nilai T. Okay, mengapa saya menolak nilai T ni guys? Why do I reject this T value? Mengapa saya tak terima dua-dua? Yes, time no negative, okay? Kalau betul-betul masa ada negatif, we are going back in time lagi. Kita time travel sekarang to another era. So jangan guna masa negatif. Negative time kita pergi balik kepada sejarah kita. We are going back to our past. So always positive. Look at the future. Don't look at the past. Okay? So that's why we use positive. Okay? So this is the answer. So everyone understand? Semua faham soalan ni? I rasa tak susah pun yang ni. Okay, good. So next one. Lagi quadratic. Okay, so they say width of cut is 3 cm less compared to the length. Ini adalah panjang cut kamu. Jadi apa ungkapan untuk lebar cut kamu? Can you tell me? What is the expression for the width? Based on the statement. Yes, very good. Okay, Mirindra already type out the whole equation. Okay, so they say area, maksudnya yang ni darab dengan yang ni akan sama dengan yang ni. Both of the length and width times, you'll get equal to 40. After that, it's just your solving only. So again, make sure you get inside the general form, ungkapan lepas tu buat pemfaktoran. Okay, why I don't accept this value guys? Mengapa saya tak terima nilai ni? Sekarang bukan masa, but why I still reject the negative value. Yes, panjang always positive. Very good. Okay, length always positive. So then you accept the 8 lah. So this is the answer. Okay, so this is another kind of question. I feel still okay this one. Okay, this one a bit more challenging. Yang ni sedikit susah, but I think still can do lah. Okay, so they say length of hut is 5 times longer than the vertical height of the roof. Okay guys, so apa anggapan yang saya boleh buat kepada tinggi tegak ni? What assumption can I make over here? We must put something there. Apa yang kita kena letak kat situ? Yes, very good. You can put an X. Also, you can put a Y. Apa-apa huruf yang kamu suka. You can put anything you like. Okay, so that you can form the equation. So now they say the length is 5 times. Okay, guys. So what is the expression of the length? Apa ungkapan panjang sekarang? Yes, very good. 5x, 5 kali. Let me write on top here. 5x. Okay, and then they say the height is 4. This one I need to write. Then only you all can see. Okay. 4 meter taller than 3 times. Okay, yang ni berhati-hati ya guys. So can you tell me, what is the expression for the height of the wooden hall? Apa ungkapan untuk tinggi dinding kayu tu? 4 meter taller than 3 times the vertical height. Very good guys. 3x plus 4. Very good. Never get tricked. Okay, correct. 3x plus 4. Okay, wait. Okay, 3x plus 4. So now, the last part, this is how you can solve the question melalui info yang ni. Area of the roof is the same as the area of wooden wall. So kamu boleh cari luas yang ni sebab kamu ada lebar dan panjang. You already have the length and width, so you can find this area. And then area of roof, you can use area of triangle because this is a triangle. Okay, so half times base times height. Base is 5x lah, tadi kamu dah cari. And the height is you also assume as x. Okay, so penyelesaian dia macam ni. So you can see over here. Half times 5x times x equals 1 times 3x plus 4. Dari sini kamu saja perlu buat pemfaktoran kamu. So again, x value, kalau nilai dia negatif, kena tolak guys. You need to reject it because it's length. So you accept x equals 2. Okay, boleh faham soalan ni tak guys? Can you understand this question? Yang ni sedikit berbeza dari yang lepas. Because not so direct. Tak begitu direct. Okay, good. Wah, very good lah today. Hari ini sangat efficient semua. We already reached our last question untuk intensif kita. Sangat pantas. Okay, very good. So now we just see the last question. Lepas tu kita dah tamat chapter 1 dah. Okay, so let's see. Area of square EFGH is 34 cm square. Okay, so yang ni adalah 34 cm square. Okay guys, so kalau saya tanya panjang EF, apa nilai dia? What is the length of EF? EFGH is a square. So kamu boleh kira terus yang ni. What's the length for EF? Ya, betul. Boleh tinggal dalam set 34 sebab lebih tepat nilai dia. You can leave it in set form because the value is more accurate. Okay? So, other than that, yang ni semua 8 sebab yang ni juga adalah segi 4 sama. This is a square, so all of this is 8. Semua panjang ni. Yang ni pun semua panjang set 34 sebab juga adalah sisi segi 4 sama. Okay, so soalan ada bagi lagi info. Mereka kata semua panjang ni adalah sama panjang. All these lengths are equal. Okay, so JF, sana saya guna warna lain. Okay, JF equal KG equal LH equal ME equal P. Okay, maksudnya yang ni P, kg is also P, LH also P, and ME also is P. Okay, kalau kamu nampak tanda macam ni means it's equal lah guys, sama dengan. If you see this kind of symbol means the length is equal. Okay, so that's why everything is P. Okay, so can you tell me the length of these guys? Apa panjang nilai MH, if you understand? What is the length for MH? Yang ni seluruh ni 8. Yang ni adalah P. Yes, 8 minus P. Very good. Okay, so just take the total minus the HL length lah. You will get 8 minus P. So after this kamu dah analysis lah seluruh diagram. So nanti lihat soalan balik, hitung nilai P. Okay, so can you tell me guys, what is the concept you can use over here to find the P value? Apa konsep kamu boleh guna kat sini? Because here they never give you any info macam mana, macam luas apa sama dengan apa or anything. They didn't tell you which area is same with which area or anything. 34 minus P square equals 8 minus P. 34 minus P square. Oh, you're using Pythagoras theorem. Am I right, Mirindra? I think I see your point there. Okay, can also kamu boleh fokus kepada segitiga yang ni. Many method actually. Kamu boleh lihat dari konsep segitiga ni to find out the value of P. Or, if you look at my method, kamu boleh guna konsep area of 4 triangles. Okay, you can use the info for area of 4 triangles. Something like Mirindra's method lah. So basically, saya ambil area of the whole square. Yang ni adalah square MLKJ. The big picture, gambar yang besar, tolak dengan segi empat sama yang kecil kat dalam. The big square minus the small square. So this is the area of 4 triangles. So dari situ, saya ganti nilai panjang dan lebar segitiga tu. I substitute the length and width of the triangle. And then I can actually find my P value also. See, factorization. Okay, boleh faham tak guys apa kaedah yang saya guna kat sini? Can you understand my method? Maksudnya saya cari luas keempat-empat segitiga tu sekarang. I'm finding the area for 4 triangles. Okay, so any question over here? Ada apa-apa soalan tentang kaedah saya kat sini? No, boleh faham. Okay. So sekarang, I just ask a few questions on my final answer. Okay, so they say JF is greater than FK. Okay, sure. Okay, now I explain from the top. I think I show you the diagram, kamu boleh faham dengan lebih baik. Okay, so apa yang saya sedang buat sini adalah cari luas keempat-empat segitiga ini. I'm finding the area for the 4 triangle. So macam mana saya nak cari the area for the 4 triangle? Saya ambil seluruh segi empat sama besar ini, tolak dengan segi empat yang ni. Can you understand guys the concept? The big square minus the small square inside. Then I get the area for 4 triangle lah. Okay, can you understand? Sebab semua segitiga tu boleh faham dah. Okay, all the triangles are within the big square. Terkandung dalam segi empat sama besar tu. So you'll get something like this. So 8 times 8 minus the 34. Kamu akan dapat 30. Untuk luas keempat-empat segitiga tu. So bila kamu buat pengiraan, kamu kena guna formula segitiga. Kamu ambil kira satu segitiga lah. Lepas tu darab dengan 4. Sebab ada 4 segitiga. Luas semua segitiga tu adalah sama. Okay, the areas of the 4 triangle are same. Because the length and width are the same. Panjang dan lebar dia sama saja. Okay, so after that, quadratic lah. Macam mana ungkapan kuadratik kamu untuk cari nilai ni. Tapi kamu akan guna satu nilai saja. Why? Sebab mereka bagi tahu keadaan kat sini. The length of JF must be longer than FK. Maksudnya JF akan ambil nilai P yang lebih besar lah. Sebab JF tu adalah P. Berdasarkan wajah yang ni. Okay, JF, the length is P. So P tu kena ambil 5 lah. berbanding dengan 3 yang tu. Okay, so 5 will be over here. 3 will be over here. Dapat 8. Okay guys, can you understand the whole chapter? Boleh faham seluruh apa yang kita bincangkan hari ini untuk bab 1? Okay, very good. So for yang baru, anyone new here? Can you tell? Boleh bagi tahu tak? Anyone new over here? New. Okay, so those new over here, siapa-siapa baru, if you're interested to join my intensive class, you can always PM my number over here. Okay, so wait, one more thing I want to share. So that's my number, and this one, my YouTube channel. Okay, so those who never subscribe yet, siapa belum subscribe, you can subscribe over here. No, I don't do. All FOC only. Yeah, tengah record sekarang. Okay, so this is the, you can subscribe lah. Anyone new over here, boleh subscribe kepada channel saya. And also share to your friend. The recording will be uploaded here. Nanti recording saya upload kat YouTube ni. Okay, so can you tell me macam mana kelas hari ini? Thank you, Afika. Can you understand better? Boleh faham lebih bagus tentang bab ni? Good, ah. I rasa kita buat banyak latihan juga hari ini. Okay, nice. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Anything for you guys. Welcome. So anyone else got question, you can ask, don't worry. Siapa-siapa ada soalan kat sini boleh tanya. Any question regarding your studies or anything, you can ask.
Anna, I have a question.
Yeah, anything?
Yeah, this one, can you show me? I have a question. Can you show me that one? The question is show that the quadratic equation r minus 1 and r plus 3 equals r minus 1 over 2 can be written as 2r squared plus 3r minus 5 equals 0.
Can send me the question to my WhatsApp, then I can see easier.
I tried that one and this is my answer. Can you see? Is it correct?
Oh, you send already, Oh, you send here. Let me see, r minus 1, r minus 1 over 2. Wait, Sherilyn, later I answer your question.